It gives me great pleasure to introduce our very special guest today on WION World is One. We have with us one of the living legends of Indian classical music who believes in the healing power of music. Popularly known as the Sarod Samrat or Sarod Maestro, he humbly calls himself Sarod ka ghulam, which means a slave to the Sarod. He is the 6th generation Sarod player in his family. His sons Aman Ali Bangash and Ayan Ali Bangash are carrying forward his legacy. Thank you so much for joining us, Ustad Amjad Ali Khan. Khan Sahab, it's indeed a pleasure.
Thank you for inviting me and talking to me.
My first question for you. You recently released the instrumental version of Vaishnava Janto on the occasion of India's Republic Day. Could you tell us why this devotional song is so close to your heart?
Because of Father of Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and all those freedom fighters who gave their life for a better tomorrow.
Right. Some precious anecdotes there, Khan Sahab. You've performed across the world. Your music transcends language and cultural barriers. Can you share with us your earliest memory with the instrument?
You see, there is instrument Sarod, as you know, Sarod is a Persian word. Even sitar is a Persian word. The meaning of Sarod is music, melody, Nagma Tarannum. There are only two types of world in our family we feel. The world of sound, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं स्वर ही ईश्वर है. The pure sound. And other word is word of language. I belong to the world of sound. Through sound I cannot manipulate. If I'm out of tune, you will come to know. But through language, you know, the whole world is manipulating and they are trying to impress each other through the language. And language is controlling the world and ruling the world. But the world of sound is very, very innocent, very, very, humble. And the sound has connected the world, whether it's Western music or Chinese music or folk music. Any music is based on the 7 notes, Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni or Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti.
My next question for you, Khan Sahab, for the newer generations who may be interested to pursue the same, what makes the Sarod so special?
You see, there was various genres of music. There was always, there used to be we all grew up listening to film music and Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson and so many Elton John today. So every kind of music has its own appealing, its own specialty. I have composed, for the Western Orchestra. I was requested by Scottish Chamber Orchestra to compose something. So I composed 45 minutes piece of music. It's called Samagam. And this is the first Sarod concerto that Aman and all 3 of us, we sit in front and there are about 60, 70 musicians playing behind us.
That actually brings me to my next question. You know, over the last 2 years, we've heard so much about lockdown anxiety, the loneliness of being away from loved ones. But we also heard of the healing power of music in these difficult times. In fact, in the middle of the lockdown, Navras was a source of comfort for so many. Can you talk about what inspired you to compose the same?
You know, this lockdown and this COVID pandemic has really damaged and ruined the entertainment world. And the schools are closed. And my grandchildren, Ayan's 2 twin boys, Abir and Zohan, because their school were closed, so they started playing Sarod. Ayan was, and his wife, Nima, both of them gave a lot of time to these boys. And today they are 9 or 10 years old, but they are playing Sarod. So this is the best thing happened in this pandemic.
Right, absolutely. Since you are here with us, can you tell us about the time when you gifted your heirloom to Princess Diana? I'm sure that this is an anecdote that everyone wants to hear about.
You know, that was Mr. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister, and there were so many celebrations, so many were invited to Prime Minister House for dinner in honor of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. So the kind of clothes she was wearing, I think she was feeling very cold. I said, what are you looking for? He said, looking for a shawl. The princess is very cold. The shawl was on my lap. I was wearing sherwani. So I got up and then, gave the shawl to her. And she said, thank you very much. And as she was leaving, towards the end, she wanted to return the shawl. So I said, no, please accept it as a token of love from me and my wife.
Khan Sahab, thank you so much for joining us on WION, but more importantly, thank you for your precious music that has enthralled millions globally.
Thank you, Priyanka.